we ready to get this party started?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Our next guest is the last surviving cast member of the iconic TV series Gilligan's Island. Oh my gosh. She played the seductive and beautiful Ginger Grant, who was stranded on a deserted island along with the professor, Marianne, the skipper, and of course, Gilligan.
Yeah, well, listen to this. Her book, Sunday, a memoir, tells the story of her years at boarding school and so much more. So please welcome to the show, the one and only Tina Louise.
Good morning.
Wow, it is such an honor to have you here on the show.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Feel fantastic?
I like orange.
Yes, you do. It just serves you well. It really does.
My orange dress on the show was such a, hit.
Yeah.
That, I feel after COVID, we really need bright colors, and I like everybody wearing bright colors. I like to look at them myself, so I figured I don't have that many in my closet, so I've been hunting for them as the shows go on.
Yeah. The show was iconic, and we're going to talk about your book. I just wonder, what impact has it had? Because even my children, who are 15 and 18, they know about Gilligan's Island.
Well, I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Lots of friends, and a lot of people, writing to me, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to just last 6 months, but it seemed to go on forever.
Kind of like on the show, right? But approaching this role, I mean, did you think that it was going to have such an impact on so many generations?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I really had I had just become a member of the Actors Studio, and I didn't really want to do it, but they weren't happy with the person who did the pilot.
Wow.
So I was just asked to do it. I was in a Broadway show at the time with Carol Burnett.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was asked to do this, and I was encouraged by a friend who told me it would only last 6 months, and then I could go back to what I'd been training for.
Right.
And mainly, I wanted to talk about the book.
Yeah.
And,
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. So, Sunday, a memoir.
Yeah.
Why that particular day of the week?
Because that was the day that someone might visit, but not often. And I wrote about it because, and it took me a long time to get my thoughts together on it, because basically I was gagged on talking about it. Because first of all, I lived with 5 different people before I got to my mother. And then when my daughter was about 8 years old, I just started thinking about it, those thoughts, and I've learned a lot just from recording it, some of the feelings that I had that I never explored because I was so used to pushing it all down.
Sure.
And
the memoir is your life from the time you can remember until present, or was it after?
No. It was just until I was 8 years old.
Until you were 8?
Oh, wow.
No, I lived with these different. There was one stranger, and then there was an aunt, and then there was another aunt, and then there was some people on Riverside Drive that had a little boy, and then I was put in this kind of broken down school. It was not a boarding school. It was just a really bad place. It was like a prison.
And just how this all shaped your life.
It was just really a bad place with. You went to the bathroom, there were spiders on the ceiling.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was not a happy place. We were really like a bunch of angry little girls. Nobody wanted to be there, and it played out that way.
Yeah.
Like one little girl, I remember standing in front of the pencil sharpener, and she was sharpening her pencils and going. And I said, well, when are you going to be finished? And she took this sharp pencil and stuck it into my wrist.
Oh my gosh.
And the lead just lasted forever and ever. I had a mark on my wrist.
Yeah.
I used to show it to people.
Why is it that you wanted to write this memoir?
I was gagged.
Outlet.
I was gagged, really.
Yeah.
And even when I finally moved in with my mother when I was 11, I couldn't talk about it then because, she was on her 3rd husband.
Oh, wow.
My goodness.
Well,
it sounds like this book
she
was
had
like
me when she was 18, and the subject wouldn't come up because there was let's pretend,
Of course.
That's the way it was, and I mean, I guess her friends would not bring up that kind of subject.
Yeah.
And it just was not talked about. It's
Sure.
like my life began with her when it began. I was 11. I was entering 7th grade, and I stayed with her for 2 years, and then I moved again. She put me in, actually I liked the progressive educational high school. Yeah, I liked it. I did not want to go home because
That was probably your safe haven, being at that specific
well, I was
school.
used to moving.
Well, you had that resiliency, which is fantastic. We
Yeah.
want to thank you so much for telling us about this book. And I love that it's an audiobook now, because that
As well,
adds a
yeah.
whole other
And I learned a
level.
lot too.
I bet.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
I
to come
learned
back.
a lot.
You're gonna
I
have to
learned
come
that I
back and
didn't want to
share.
leave my father's house. That's what I learned.
To be
And that's the
continued.
last line in the
Wow.
book. I hope I can stay there.
Yeah.
I hope I can stay there.
Well, thank you, Tina, for sharing your story and for coming in and promoting your book.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Looking forward-
listening.
Yeah,
Of
we're looking
course.
forward to it.
Thanks for listening.